How many of you have a job to pay for school? How many of you have ever had to be drug tested in order to get a job? What happens if you fail your drug test? Do you still get the job? Do you still get the money that goes along with the job? Absolutely not. So why are Wisconsinites wasting their taxpayer dollars on food stamps for drug addicts? Wisconsin needs to pass a law that requires all food stamp recipients to pass a drug test in order to receive the benefits. I'm a full-time college student working a full-time job just to pay for school. I'm also paying taxes at my job. I do not want my tax money wasted when it could be going towards school fees. I've been researching this topic for the past 2 years. I'm really interested in it, and it just strikes me how much money is wasted in Wisconsin on drugs due to food stamps. Tax dollars in Wisconsin are being wasted on drugs, and we do need a solution. Wisconsin needs to pass a law that requires all food stamp recipients to pass a drug test in order to receive their food stamps. This would help the misuse of my tax dollars and yours. According to Ed Kraszewski's article, Welfare Food Stamps, 20 states require food stamp recipients to pass a drug test in order to receive their food stamps. Wisconsin is obviously not one of those states. Wisconsin must jump on the bandwagon and pass a law that requires all food stamp recipients to pass a drug test first. Tax money in Wisconsin is being wasted. According to the Walker administration, 220 out of the 2,000 food stamp recipients would not pass a drug test. That is a shocking number. This is according to Matthew DeFore's article, Wisconsin Moving Forward with Drug Testing Food Stamp Recipients. That is 11% of our hard-earned tax dollars being wasted on drugs. We could fix our roads, improve schools, help children, and give to the needy that are actually using our money appropriately with all that money being wasted on drugs. As of right now, in Wisconsin, a household of 4 needs to make less than $2,050 a month in net income to qualify for the state's program. The family then would receive a maximum of $640 a month towards food. That is according to Shea Race. If you multiply $640 by 220, the number of people estimated to not pass their drug test, that is $140,000 a month Wisconsin could be saving. We are wasting that much money on drugs because the food stamp recipients do not use their money the way they should. If we saved that much money, we could potentially have a tax cut, or we could use the money for other things to better our society. Taxpayer money in Wisconsin is being wasted, and by making food stamp recipients pass a drug test, our money wouldn't be as wasted as much. This problem has a cause, as all problems do. The cause of this problem is food stamps are way too easy to get. A household that's not making enough money automatically gets food stamps. Not a problem. If you're going to use them properly, that's perfectly fine. But some people are selling their food stamps to get money to buy drugs. According to the article, the average cost of illegal drugs on the street, it states that an average heroin high costs $200, and it only lasts 3 to 5 hours. And the people do this 2 to 3 times a day if they have a strong addiction. Imagine the amount of food they could have bought with that money. Anyone with a low enough monthly income receives food stamps. According to Nancy Helmich's article, the cost of feeding a family of 4, the average family of 4, 2 adults and 2 children, could eat simple meals for $146 a week. And a family with 2 adults and 2 teens could eat heartier meals for roughly $289 a week. The heroin addict could buy food for that many people for over a week, and the money they waste in one day on their drug habit. And this money comes from our tax dollars. The solution to our wasted tax dollars is food stamp recipients receiving a drug test before they receive their food stamp money. Wisconsin needs to test all food stamp recipients and make sure that they pass before we just dole out our tax dollars. Wisconsin could use hair, urine, or blood to test these people. These tests are inexpensive. The urine test is roughly $30 to $60 a person. This would eventually help stop people from using our tax dollars in the wrong way. It would be a little pricey at first, especially if we went with the better option, the blood and hair testing, because blood and hair testing you can't cheat on. With a urine test, some people can cheat on. So that would cost roughly $200 per test, according to Brooke Nash's article. Eventually, this money that we are spending on drug testing would add up, but it would stop the people from receiving food stamps that were going to waste them. So we would be saving money in the long run. People would turn away from drugs if they were starving. Obviously, food is very important. We need it. If these people would get kicked off of the system and not be able to receive food stamp money, they would have to realize that the drugs would need to stop so they could eat. This way, people would sober up and we would create a healthier society, and we could potentially help a lot of people by making drug testing for food stamps a law in Wisconsin. In conclusion, Wisconsin taxpayer dollars are being wasted on drugs. We need to pass a law that requires all food stamp recipients to pass a drug test in order to receive the benefits of the food stamps. Go out, contact your representatives, talk to people, get people voting for the people that want to pass a law that requires food stamp recipients to pass a drug test. This will save Wisconsin money and create a healthier society. Thank you.